Director of Marketing at Music Theatrics. I'm coming to you live from the North Shore Center for the Performing Arts in Skokie. Today is another very exciting day for Music Theatrics as we enter day one of the second production of our 2022 season, Disney's The Little Mermaid. And sitting with me today is one of the amazing stars of this show. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Eloise Mulliken, and I'm playing Flounder.
Well, thank you so much for making the time after the show today. I have to say, being there from day one, seeing everyone brought together and just trying to plan the show and bring it to life, it's just been really inspiring to me to see the cast and the creative team work so well and to bring to life a classic Disney tale through somewhat of a mature lens, but at the same time still staying true to the animated movie that we all knew and appreciated growing up. And what was really all of this like for you to get involved with Music Theatrics in the first place?
So Stacy, one of our co-directors, she owns the Performer School, which is where I do a lot of my training. So she invited me in to come audition for the role, and I took it, and it was a very awesome experience.
And what was it like for you to go into that audition? I'm sure it was somewhat nerve-wracking. Kind of entering that, but it's a big role, you know?
Well, actually, they direct casted me.
Okay.
So I didn't have to come in for the audition.
Oh.
Stacy called me to come play the role.
Oh, wow.
So I just took it right away.
Look at that. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that she saw that you would be perfect for that role, and Stacy has a very good eye for talent and bringing the right people together. So, and that's very much evident in the show today. What has it been like for you to interact with the other cast members and the creative team besides Stacy?
It has been really fun. Both of the directors are amazing. Josh and Stacy are both super inspiring, and all the castmates are super welcoming. And this is actually my first show working with adults as my castmates.
Really?
So it's been really fun to learn from them as actors.
Great. And which adult cast member has been the closest with you this whole time?
That's hard to say. I've been close with all of them.
Okay.
Don't want to hurt any feelings, so I'm not going to say.
Well, that's nice though that you found a way to connect with everybody, and you guys feels like you guys are a big family in a way, and
Yeah.
it works very well together. The chemistry is very palpable. You can feel it, and the audience can definitely feel it, and that's what makes for such a great show. Now, what was it like entering this role following the COVID-19 pandemic? I think everyone was bogged down for over 2 years, and now we're finally able to deliver live musical theater back to our local communities. What's that like for you?
Well, it was really exciting. Being able to perform in front of such a fun audience with lots of kids in this show makes it really fun to see their reactions to everything that's going on
Sure.
on stage. And, during the pandemic with the Performer School, I did this virtual show.
Okay.
And it was pretty fun, but just being able to come back on stage and perform in front of a live audience is very, very exciting for me.
Right. No, I can see everyone on stage is just having a blast. Everyone has really, themselves invested personally in their roles, and you could just feel it, and it's very much evident. And I think that's what really connects with the audience so well. But what is it like for you to be in a theater space like the North Theater at the North Shore Center, where you're face to face with the audience and you're so close to them, and you can almost like talk to them in a way, and they just it's a totally different experience than sitting in a far back row, not being right front and center, but everyone in the theater, it's so intimate. What is that like for you?
Well, it's really fun because you can really interact with all the audience members. If they're sitting in the first couple rows, you can make jokes with them during the show, and you can really see and hear their reactions more so than if it was in a really big theater.
Sure.
So it's really cool to see and hear the reactions and to be able to act with the audience in a way.
And it's very intimate. Even the presentation of the inner lobby, it's very immersive. It makes you feel like you're under the sea, right? And
Yes.
And it gets you in the mood. So when you actually sit down to watch the show, you're right there with Ariel, Sebastian, Prince Eric, Flounder, everybody. And it's just so entertaining. Now, a funner question for you, and I know this is an easier question, but a lot of people have different thoughts. What's your favorite musical number out of the show?
Okay, so I have to say She's in Love, just because I'm in a lot of that number, but not including that one because that is more of a solo.
Sure.
I love Under the Sea. because Wes, who plays Sebastian, is so talented,
Yeah.
and all the dancing and shouting and with the orchestra, it's just a really, really fun and exciting number.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I know that some of the reviews have already been released online and everyone's raving about the show. You've been mentioned quite a bit in these reviews. So people are just loving your performances. They're loving everyone else's performance as well. And, you know, it's been really cool to see, you know, all this hard work finally pay off. And here at Music Theater Works, you know, this is a very different season for us as we, you know, take on this year, because the shows that we're doing are so diverse. There's so much, unknown to each show that people are really just waiting to kind of dive in and experience what we have in store for them. And, you know, I think Disney's The Little Mermaid is really honestly one of these special gems out of the season this year. And just seeing all that come together at long last, because it's one thing to sit in the planning phase and start to think, okay, how is this actually going to look? And then when it all comes together, you're like, I did that, you know. I mean, there's a lot of personal, touch to it. So now, everyone listening at home right now, if you can just say one thing as to why people should come and see the show, what would it be in your words?
Well, I'll say that the cast and crew have worked so hard on it, and I guarantee that when you come and see the show, you'll immediately feel the magic that all the actors feel on stage.
I love that answer, and I really appreciate you making the time today to come here and answer a few questions. And everyone at home, please, if you haven't already, go to musictheaterworks.com right now and get your tickets for an upcoming performance. And please remember, anyone who's 25 years and younger will get tickets for half price. So bring the family, bring everybody, come see this show. It's a truly wonderful time, and it's summer, so time you got out and enjoyed something new. So until then, everyone, bye.
Bye.